You want to talk about that?
No.
Why not?
Are you doing this podcast while holding the camera the entire time?
Entire fucking frame. Whatever. Anyways, hey guys, another podcast episode with me, and we have, first time around, we have another mate joining the podcast, and Yanis is probably asleep.
Want a peanut?
That's the guy sponsored by, hey, you want a peanut?
No, I copied something from Rooster Teeth. It was like a really old classic thing they did with Bernie.
Thing is, this camera is really bad with the zoom ins and everything like that, so it probably only focuses on my chest, not my face. If you're talking about my webcam, it's practically fine. It's not going anywhere. I have got my tattoo this week on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I'll show it to you guys on the weekends, so you can have a full display.
Yeah.
But I have shown it to you on a couple days
ago
on YouTube. Yeah, I am talking about the audience hasn't really seen the picture, but I have posted a video on YouTube.
Should they see the picture?
Yeah, sure. Probably later on in the weekend. I just want to save the hype, build it up.
Oh yeah.
On the next podcast, yeah. Then again, I am not actually doing a podcast this weekend. Like I said last week, we are skipping that and we're going to do something new. We're going to do a gameplay session. We're going to do a reaction. And this time around it would be Halo. No surprise there. I would say because it's fun to play, but what makes it much more fun is killing Marines over and over. And the thing to do that is keep using infinite ammo, grenades, and keep respawning or restart in the save point.
Have you watched stuff from Mint Blitz?
No, have not. I know who Mint Blitz is. He always makes a post saying, one game has to leave the fucking, or one game has to go.
You haven't watched any of his content then?
What are you talking about?
Post and that was it.
Yeah, pretty much. I only seen like one video of his where he talks about Halo 3 is amazing and shit. Something like that.
But it is?
Oh, it is, because I was the one that voted to have Halo 3 to stay in the fucking post.
I mean, Halo Infinite's gonna be just like Halo 3, but like upgraded pretty much. That's like the simple way to explain.
What Halo Infinite's gonna be like is just imagine Halo 3, but like made much nicer.
Would you say, can you imagine like it's Halo 3, but the entire scene just nostalgic? The nostalgia just looks like Halo 1 to begin with.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's a mix of Halo 3 and 1.
Because the Master Chief resembles like the Halo 3 Master Chief, and the Halo 1 would be just the environment or like the scenery, which takes place on the second level of Halo combat involved.
Yeah. So you can see what I'm doing just fine, right?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about games then, shall we? Halo Infinite is a lot of news, and I've seen some pictures that it looks better than last year's gameplay.
Yeah.
They're trying to improve the graphics, so it doesn't look standoffish with its cartoonish, artwork with the whole cinematics. It looks really plastic type animation, if you get what I'm saying.
I mean, Halo's looked plastic since Halo 4.
Halo 5 did pretty well, but it's got details, but the choreography is terrible. The movements haven't been the same since, neither, just completely different. Quite disappointed. Maybe because I'm still a little bit salty with the whole fighting choreography with Master Chief and Spartan Lock was terrible. I've seen better UFC fighters can do way better fights than that sort of shit.
Who the hell approved that to be the fight between the two?
Like, could you imagine watching Halo Legends, the package, and just go back to watching the fight with Spartan Locke? It was hilarious in
Okay.
comparison.
If they did the package fight, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, of course.
Weird.
But they completely nerfed them in Halo 5.
All the characters did feel nerfed. Like, Master Chief didn't feel strong, Locke. Like, there was like a big disparity. I think I'm using the right word, but like, there was a big fucking difference between cutscene Locke and gameplay Locke. Do you remember the intro cutscene for the first mission where they
Realistic.
pop off the drop ship and all this shit's going down and like punching through ships and like
they drop from a ship like an ODST. Yeah, it's a better cinematic than the rest of the game. Yeah, of course.
And then you cut to like Locke vs Master Chief. They're pretty much static, standing roughly in one spot and punching each other and dodging. It was not a great fight in any capacity.
That looks like a drunk fight between two drunk Spartans.
And Master Chief punches didn't even feel right. Like, there was a lot of telegraph to it, and it felt like he was lazily swinging his punch, I guess.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course.
So, shall I teach you how to play Warframe now?
Yeah, go ahead, show your tutorial, but we can still talk about many other stuff in the meantime.
Yeah, okay. So, how much did you do, how much did you play yesterday when you were playing Warframe?
Probably a good 30 minutes.
Good 30 minutes, okay. So, I'm gonna assume...
I'm in the spaceship, so I left while I was on the ship.
Your stupid ass is still here. That's a spoiler. You can't see what you saw on the right of the side of the screen. That's a spoiler. So you're still here, aren't you? Either here or about here.
Yeah.
What planet are you on? Tell me.
So I left, the first mission where I've almost taken to as a imprisonment, and I don't know, sold me out as a. Yeah, I think so. On Earth, yeah. So
Yep, you're on Earth.
E Prime was it? Was it or Mansion?
E Prime here.
Yeah, sort of like it was like E Prime, I think. It was really like swampy and it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I left that shit and I left that mission, like completely completed it, but then I was taken on a spaceship.
First I'll teach you how to use a star chart. So, the star chart is located at the front of the ship. You press the button X. It's usually X, depending on what you're playing on. And you get this big-ass solar system. Depending on how far you've made it in the game, you're gonna have, like, different planets and shit. So you're currently on Earth. One thing I want to tell you, so you started on E Prime, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So if you notice, there's this, like, road-like network going around. You see it?
Yeah, that completely looks like fucking Destiny, if I gotta say for myself.
Yeah. So if you want to progress on planets, you have to do two things. One is follow the road network to get to these areas where it says, like, to Mars or to Venus, right? But before you go there, there's these things called junctions. So you got, like, a Mars junction and a Venus junction. And when you hover over it, you have to do these challenges, basically.
Okay.
So most of these challenges are usually for that planet. So if you wanted to go to Venus, you want to do all these things on planet Earth, or just read what it says and it tells you where to go, because if it didn't, then the game would be impossible to progress. So you want to do those. Once you complete a junction, you just click on it, and it'll take you to a cool little spaceship.
Is this like more miscellaneous than a side quest?
No, this is progression. So once you've completed your progression, right? You've done all your challenges. To unlock the next planet, you have to kill one of these guys. These are specters. They're also basically a Warframe, essentially. You're just fighting another Warframe. And if you kill them, you go over here and you press a button, and then you unlock the next planet. I'll just leave here, because I've already done it before. I have all the planets unlocked. And that's how you get planet progression, right?
Nice.
So it's complete challenges, so like complete the first quest, collect 20 mods, apply mods to a single Warframe or weapon, and upgrade any mods. Okay?
Yep.
So, have you interacted with the arsenal?
Probably not.
Okay. The arsenal is basically where you can pick and choose all your weapons. So, if you select the top weapon, this is your primary. This is your secondary. This is your melee weapon, and this is your auxiliary Warframe weapon, and this is the Parazon. Parazon's like something entirely new. It's used for hacking and killing your personal boss.
There's a lot of weapons.
If you wanna, yeah, there's a bunch of things. It's kind of overwhelming. So let's start on
I'm sorry. When you said vitality, you remind me of. I thought you said Vitali, like TV, like the Russian prankster Vitali. Like whatever happened to him? Oh yeah, just use the Vitali card on Warframe. What you can do, you just beats up like random women on the street. That's his superpower.
I seem to be talking to an imbecile then. But that's how you want to upgrade your Warframe. You get cards, you drag them on, and you read what it does so you know what you want to upgrade. So if you want more health, you pull like the Vitality card. It'll tell you what you get. Vitality
card, yeah.
Yeah, Vitality. Not Vitality. I'm going to come through that fucking microphone and punch you in the face.
Alright, well, I get the memo, I guess. So, yeah, definitely thanks for the whole tutorial, and yeah. Everyone give up for Evobyte, and go and check out his YouTube. Go check out his YouTube channel, and give him praise. But anyways, our last conversation will probably be more on the Snyder Cut, because I'm pretty hyped for 18th of March, was it? The release date on HBO. I've been hyping up for the Snyder Cut on Justice League.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the trailer, my dude? Have you seen it? The trailer?
Okay. One thing about the Justice League Snyder Cut, I like that they're bringing what the original movie is for what the original movie is. But the trailer is like the most pompous thing I've ever seen.
I think there's like a lot of hype, like cyberpunk hype around.
They're hyping it for no fucking reason. They're making it sound like it's gonna be the equivalent of like a Martin Scorsese movie, where it's gonna be like this grandiose scale movie that's gonna be like the best fucking superhero movie ever. If you've seen the trailers, you can tell what they're trying to do. They're like super pompous about it. It's like I want to watch the Snyder Cut, but I fucking hate the advertising.
Well,
it's just annoying at this point.
Yeah, ridiculous.
You're getting like
it's ridiculous
music and like it's like no, I don't care then. I'll watch the movie anyway, but I don't give a shit about the trailers unless they're showing the actual movie.
Fair enough.
And not like, I think the recent one was it was artwork which was using like the mother box style on like statues or something, and they showed all the heroes on this mother box stone thing. And it's like, this is a fucking waste of my time. I'm gonna go watch something else. It is not showing me anything new. If it was a trailer of the movie showing like more clips like the other one where we saw Batman and Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, that was a good one. But if it's anything that's just like random artwork, essentially, I don't care at all. That's why I said I've watched more DC than Marvel, but I still like Marvel more.
Yeah.
Because if I talk about like the DC TV shows, a lot of the TV shows are on CW in the American.
I don't like CW.
But if you're in Australia or any other country, you have to use legal adjacent methods to watch those shows.
Yeah.
But a lot of the shows that are being controlled by CW, they're super heavy on drama, and they nerf the fuck out of the heroes randomly. Like, if you're watching, like, The Flash, right? Episode 1, they say this is the fastest he's ever gone, and then, like, skip 5 episodes or some shit, and he's, like, apparently his max speed's, like, Mach 6. And we know that he goes faster than Mach 6. Apparently he goes, like, somewhere in the thousands or something. I don't know, like, he gets close to light speed, essentially. But it's, like, the inconsistency in the sciences and shit in the shows, that they keep constantly nerfing it. It's so fucking annoying.
Well,
I still watch
damn.
them. I do enjoy them.
Well, I'm not biased at all. I completely enjoyed the cinematic universe for Marvel. They did a better job than Warner Brothers ever did because Warner Brothers are very indecisive.
They did such a good. MCU has been built really well. Like they kept track of as much as they did. The only things they didn't keep track were most of the TV shows. So like the Marvel Netflix stuff and Agents of Shield, they didn't really keep track of those because I believe most of them wasn't being controlled by Kevin Feige, and anything done by him is technically canon. While
Right.
so Agents of Shield isn't canon.
Damn.
It used to be canon.
Yeah, that's true. It would have made more sense anyway since, what's his name again? That he died from the first Avengers?
Coulson.
Coulson, yeah. Then again, like, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s more like a prequel to the first Avengers, I guess.
It isn't.
Up to his death.
No, it isn't.
It's not. So
It's
why is he still
after
alive?
the Avengers.
So why the fuck is he still alive?
Because he's brought to life.
Huh. I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It is such a fucking good show. You need to watch it. Like,
What?
I think I can, if as a fan who likes to theorize about the show sometimes, I feel like seasons 1 to 4, so all the way up to Ghost
Oh
Rider,
my
is
god.
canon to the MCU because it doesn't go against anything that's been established from the movies. After season 5, once they time travel, I feel like they're just in a separate
Oh
universe.
god, this is worse than CW. I have watched Netflix, one of the Daredevil and the Punisher. I have seen the Punisher. It's pretty good. It's pretty sick. I have
The
seen.
Punisher's like the best show they did.
I've seen all the Netflix series of the Defenders, like Luke Cage, Iron Fist. I've seen it all. It's pretty good, but it's a lot more graphic
I feel like
than
Defenders
Agents
was
of
quite
Shield.
boring, honestly.
I would only just watch Daredevil. I just love a lot of ninja tricks. It's just
Yeah.
it goes really well. I think Iron Fist was nerfed. Iron Fist was completely fucking nerfed. Really shit.
With the Netflix Marvel stuff, I think the only good shows was Punisher and Daredevil. Jessica Jones does come afterwards, so like top 3 would be Daredevil, Punisher, and Jessica Jones. The other shows aren't great.
No,
Iron Fist?
they're completely shit.
Yeah, Iron Fist, he's an idiot. And the Defenders, they tried to do the first Avengers movie, but like a grounded sort of like whole fighting type thing, and it just didn't really work. I'm not saying it's like absolute trash. It's just like compared to the other shows they made, it's like not as good.
Would you consider yourself skeptical when it comes to the Snyder Cut? Like you want to see the film, you want to see it for yourself, and to tell me if it's good or not, instead of being hyped up like everyone else watching the complete trailer of the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut, I know it's gonna be better than the current Justice League that's out, but I don't think it'll be like a gigantic improvement. Like, say if it was like a 10 out of 10 rating, say if Justice League was like a 6 out of 10, I think the Snyder Cut will just bump it up to like an 8 out of 10. It's not gonna be like a huge improvement, but it will be an improvement in general. I believe they've given up on the DCU.
Really? So
Yeah, because like all the movies that have currently released after Justice League has been solo movies. So you had the movies like Shazam and Wonder Woman 1984. They've been on their own timelines, or like Wonder Woman 1984 is set in 1984, as the title says. Shazam was just like a completely different movie, and then we're getting Black Adam. Who's gonna be related to Shazam, but it's not gonna be like a DC EU movie. It's just gonna be a sequel type movie.
God, yeah. I still think the Snyder Cut, if it's really good, like than it anticipated, like if it's actually good when when it's released out and we watch it and it was like, oh yeah, this is great. Maybe the fan base maybe would give like attention to Warner Brothers and maybe they would do something about it. Maybe they would keep Justice League on. Like they're not gonna like throw the script away. Maybe they're gonna make sequels after that. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
what I'm
there
like.
might be a Justice League sequel, maybe, but it won't be like the way Marvel's handle it, where they build up the world and then they make another group movie, like an Avengers type movie. I don't think they will be doing that. It'll just be like every now and again there'll be a new Justice League movie where everyone shows up again to fight with each other.
Right.
But that'll be it. It'll be like a bunch of solo movies that have nothing to do with each other, and then Justice League.
Oh my god. That's a
That's
nightmare.
what I feel like it'll be.
Yeah, like Warner Brothers is doing a really shit job to put everything together. Like, we would have had a Man of Steel 2 right about now. Like, actually years ago, we would have had a sequel to Man of Steel. But no, we would have like another sequel to Justice League. It took so long to process DC films. And Marvel is doing a terrific job of like keeping it together.
Man of Steel 2. I like the first one.
Okay, like, hear this. Instead of a sequel, we're getting a reboot from J.J. Abrams of making a complete new Man of Steel film starring, what's his name again? Michael B. Jordan as the new Superman. So we're going to have a black Superman for a Superman reboot. Possibly. You heard about that?
Or is that just a bunch of fan theories?
That took a while to react. No, it's on the news.
Is it?
Yeah, it's real. It's not a theory. It's real. They're thinking of making a Superman reboot.
I would actually prefer they start fucking around with multiverse at this point. With the DC TV shows, they already introduced the multiverse, destroyed it, and then they brought it back again.
That's right.
They had like crossover with the movie Flash and the TV Flash.
Yes, I've seen that. Have you seen? The Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, at this point, instead of rebooting it, just bring in another Superman from a different universe and start having fun. A lot of the time Marvel's putting into is basically making the multiverse, their stories make sense. Nothing's like over complicated. It's like easy to understand.
Right.
If DC kind of is playing catch up most of the time, so if they were to try something, there's like the next movie we'd see where they introduce the multiverse. It'd be like, yeah, there's a multiverse now. Just move along, and then the movie will just continue. They won't give it like a good explanation or anything.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna wait until I've seen the Snyder Cut and review it myself. No doubt it would be better than Josh Whedon's Justice League. The trailer is pretty good.
I feel like the Joss Whedon Justice League was bad was because of the changing directors problem. If they just kept one on, I think it would have been a pretty good movie.
I don't mind the comedy setup for Josh Whedon's Justice League. It was quite lighthearted, even though it's complete opposite of how DC is portrayed. It's got to be dark and gritty, but he did pretty alright. But it's just how they made Batman a bitch in the Justice League. It made him completely useless.
I just feel like most of the Justice League was useless until Superman popped in. Like, oh yeah, Superman!
Yeah, but then again, I've seen a lot of DC animated films of Batman being OP as fuck, but having Ben Affleck... Oh no, it's not Ben Affleck's fault, it's just how he's been written off. Like, completely acting like a fucking pinata in the Justice League. Becoming like a punching bag.
And based on, like, the age they're using of how much the Ben Affleck Batman has existed in the universe, he's supposed to be probably, like, really powerful because he's got, like, all these contingencies for everything.
Yes.
He should have been, like, really strong.
Smart as
like,
fuck.
He was supposed to be, he should have been smart as fuck and, like, super hard to beat, like. But, basically the equivalent we see in the animated shows.
Ben Affleck's Batman was supposed to be inspired by that Batman, which he's, like, pretty OP despite his age. But then again, he's just completely nerfed by Henry Cavill's Superman and all that shit. It just doesn't make sense. So they did pretty bad.
Speaking of, like, really badly done heroes, what's up with the Flash's running?
I don't know, but I like the graphics. I like the lightning and...
He runs weird.
He runs like an ice skater. I don't know, he runs like an... Anyways.
Here's the conclusion. Bye.
Fuck off. Alright, see you guys on the weekends, and actually that's tomorrow, so not too long. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.